Greetings, we're connected with unconditional love for your highest message of wisdom and guidance most pertinent to you at this time. You're coming out as the Four of Swords in the reverse. You feel like you're just waking up out of a slumber in the sense that your energy may have been in recent times more still. You might have been physically not moving around as much, maybe not going outside as much, restful more. You've been taking things slower and incorporating rest more into your day-to-day routine. Whether this was because you were feeling a sensation of exhaustion that kind of caused you to lean into that rest, or because you felt guided to internally, intuitively, you knew that you needed to rest. Now you're in the reverse of that energy. So you're kind of rising up and bursting forward. You're receiving a sort of burst of energy, and it's allowing you to all of the healing and the mental reorienting that has taken place during that Four of Swords state that you were in. Now you're moving into the kinetic version of this. So you're actually not practicing old patterns, right? You're actually honoring and committing to that release of old styles of communicating, old expectations of others, old habits when it came to interacting with your environment, thinking about yourself, believing in the present and what was going on in the present. All of that you gain a lot of wisdom about in that Four of Swords state, and now you're out and about and you're applying it. So you could be active, moving outside more. You could be socializing more. You could be socializing with new people, meeting new people. You could be going to or making plans to go to new places. Underneath the deck, we have the Tower, the Emperor, the Ten of Swords. So if you are resonating as this Four of Swords in reverse energy, and you have recently come to a realization with the Tower and the Emperor, it feels like you're having momentum towards communicating some truth about your heart, your life, the rest of your life, right? The blueprint for how you want to set that up. And if you're resonating as the Emperor, you want to communicate that to someone you view as a very emotionally sensitive person. This person is also highly intuitive. So this person has had an intuitive sense of your emotions and the things that you haven't communicated thus far. With the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands, it's like this person has been experiencing an attraction to you, a pull towards you, a passion for you that they have been masking over. They haven't been discussing it or displaying it. Now, if you're resonating with the Four of Swords in reverse at the beginning of the reading, and you're resonating as this Queen of Cups instead of the Emperor, the energy and the attraction that you're experiencing towards this Emperor energy, regarding this Emperor energy, it has to do with an ascension that is available to you. So with the Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, it feels as though there are some portions of your life, possibly your intimate life, right, that have been thus far unexpressed, unexperienced. It's like your desires, your passions, your thrills, some of them don't have, a lot of them don't have creative outlets. Rather, they don't have intimate outlets. This means that there are parts of your emotions that you don't get to express in whatever situation you're in, whether you're coupled or you're uncoupled at this time. It feels as though there's an area of your intimacy that you're feeling unfulfilled in. I believe that you recently got word of this. You recently came to understand this. With the Seven of Cups, this could have been surprising emotions for you. And it could have contained, honestly, a complex intricate array of different emotions twisted and tangled together to create a sort of sexual block for you. With the Page of Wands and the Six of Cups, it feels as though it has to do with a part of your inner child, a part of your inner child that needed healing and reawakening. This part of your inner child reaches back into the past and shows you your innocence as well as your play. Now, this is a portion of your energy. However, there's another portion of your energy that is matured from this. It is graduated from this and has incurred many experiences that desire to be understood and transmuted, healed, released, or integrated, all sorts of things. As that wisdom is being called into your energy field, it's triggering you to become aware of the parts of your passion, your intimacy, your sexuality, even your creativity, and the passionate ways that you live your day-to-day life. There are parts of these that aren't being met. You're not feeling connected in whatever reality that you're sitting in. And so you feel yourself feeling pulled to this masculine energy, this emperor energy. This emperor energy and your attraction to them has something to teach you and to show you about yourself. Now, this isn't to say to approach them or to allow them in any sort of way. This is more so to hint at, with the Five of Cups there was a sadness regarding acknowledging the parts of your energy that felt unmatched. There was a sense of guilt when it came to acknowledging feeling unfulfilled in that department intimately. Now, I'm getting that the relationship setup at this time could be very different for many of you, and this Emperor could represent many different people for you. And if you were the Queen of Cups, as intuitively as you knew that some Emperor would reach out to you and begin to share their life plans and thoughts regarding you in that, you also intuitively knew and know who your true divine counterpart is. Now, when it comes to the intimacy and the pleasure and the sensuality, this setup could be very different for many of you, and it is highly associated with your individual experience during your inner child years, during your formative years, and the past in general. Now, that's something we could get into individually when it came to a reading. This Emperor energy to you represents this fully embodied version of you. This version of you who is actualized, independent, has authority over the self, is respected by others, and is a coveted member of society. There's something about this Emperor energy. There's something about them that you look at and you see yourself in it. However, as you're sitting in Queen of Cups energy rather than Empress energy, it feels as though there's parts of your energy that you're working on balancing out at this time. So you're not feeling like you're an exact mirror to that individual, but you do feel like they are a part of your soul tribe. So when it comes to this attraction that you feel to them as the Queen of Cups, this Knight of Wands energy, this is the attraction of youth. There's this vitality. The Knight of Wands is the Knight of impulse. Keep in mind here that this is not a Queen of Wands energy or a King of Wands energy. So this is not the energy of actively intending to attract this individual or actively planning and seeking out this individual. This is a Knight of Wands energy. So it's the will of the sacral for me right now as a reader. This means no matter what your situation is, who this Emperor is to you, who you are in this situation, then there's no need for self-judgment. So when you feel those urges and those desires, these are all catalysts for inner work. These are catalysts for understanding the state of the energy, what you truly desire, what you feel like you have not been receiving in whatever situation you have been living in. And it gives you a chance to confront your wholeness, integrating parts of yourself that you may have judged, or you may not have understood, or you may not have felt would ever be fulfilled or recognized or accepted. In general, this teaches you about your energy, the state of all of your chakras, and helping you to align more and more with the fully realized version of yourself. A you who feels comfortable treading anywhere that your soul is calling you to at that time. Unconditional love's perspective on this energy is justice. This means that there is nothing out of bounds, there is nothing unjust, imbalanced that is taking place at this time. So you may have been feeling guilty with the Seven of Swords. You may have been feeling like you've been hiding some of those sensations. You're not a criminal or a villain for experiencing those sensations. And so it's okay to not judge yourself. It's okay to offer that part of you unconditional love. And instead, with Hermit underneath the deck in the Page of Swords, do some learning. Possibly journaling and writing could be really helpful at this time as far as gaining the more subconscious information that is trying to come out to you, trying to make itself known to you through that energy. Although you are still in the unknown about some of the depth and the vastness of the emotions waiting to be exposed to you from this energy, you have an intuitive understanding that you will need to gain your spiritual education. You will need to gain your soul's wisdom through seeking spiritual understanding regarding that passionate energy, that desire, the desire to impulsively act towards that person. You also intuitively know that that person has been experiencing those kind of desires towards you, and that has been leaking forward into your energy field and causing you to experience some of the same feelings. Yeah, I'm seeing that there's something here for your ascension. There's something here for your grounding in your reality as the Empress and manifesting your ideal relationship and your ideal reality. Those two things can be really connected at times. I see a huge new cycle starting here, and one masculine energy transforming into another. Now, I just feel like this situation is going to look and feel 100 million different ways for 100 million different people. So do trust your intuition, take it as it resonates, and follow your soul's education. I really do want to look and see if Unconditional Love has a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card for us to close out the reading today. And the card that came out for you is number 47, Ancestralite, the Ancestors. Ancestralite has been radically modified during its time in the earth. It helps you to find the treasures hidden in your past. It takes healing way back and brings forward soul learning, rolling it into the future, but letting go of the experiences that created it. Any dis-ease you are carrying is ancient and has passed down through the ancestral line. It relates to prevailing attitudes and forbidden emotions that have been kept firmly repressed, as well as to ancient traumas and family dramas. Take note of your dreams. Family secrets come to the surface. A radical rethink is called for on all that you believe and allow yourself to feel. The ancestors are all those who have gone before, not just your bloodline. Heal them and you heal yourself, manifesting the gifts from the past. Wow, that was really important, and it really did emphasize that message about repressed emotions and soul learning associated with allowing those emotions to come forth and be released. On the split, you have number 49, Graphic Smoky Quartz, the Stabilizer. Graphic Smoky Quartz supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your dis-ease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen world in search of healing. There, you will find the underlying causes of dis-ease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. Exploring taboos, treading where others fear to tread. Wow. Guys, wow. If you just listen to that whole reading, you'll feel the subtle tie-ins of confirmation there. And whether or not you listen to it, I know that intuitively you received your confirmation from that message. Now, the last card we'll read is what came out on the bottom of the deck, which is number 19, appetite. Acceptance. Guys, appetite works at the interface between consciousness and matter to let go of what is outworn in your life. Clear away confusion or guilt. Accept the truth about yourself. You are a complex being with credits and deficits. Recognize these without judgment. Move away from aloofness or social alienation and show others who you truly are. Use your perspicacity. You have much to offer by way of service as you access insights for the collective good. Be inspired. Discern truth within. Recognize what is real in your world and restructure your reality. Don't be deceived by false fronts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know. Your intuition knows what's best for you. Discerning the truth within. Guys, the energy is potent and it's intricate. And I feel like there's so many different threads for different situations. I wish I could pull at each and every single one. We have reached the end of this reading. I'm so glad that we connected here today. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you feel guided to. Let me know if it resonated with you. For any information regarding one-on-one readings, look into the description box. I look forward to us connecting in the next reading. So until then, take great care of yourself and happy aligning.